Hey, this is Max. Welcome back to another CSR2 video. I'm here in the live lobby in 4.7 update, and what I want to do is tell you a little bit about the changes I'm observing. Natural Motion quietly changed matchmaking again. You may have noticed that cars are bumping left and right. Cars you have that you thought were invincible in lobby all of a sudden are now vulnerable to being beaten by what looks like regular cars that shouldn't be able to run so well. Well, that's not actually the case. What's happening is that matchmaking has been tweaked quietly to once again care about what you run. In fact, it cares a lot, so much so that 3 or 4 runs can set you into a new lobby based on the time that you ran, and it's relevant what your dyno is. It doesn't matter that you had lobby advantage because your car's low performance point high evo. Natural Motion has been listening to complaints about down-tuned cars, complaints about how lobby advantage cars that are low performance point high evo are all cheating and beating us up, and they have answered your complaints. What they did is they made it so that whatever you run, even if your car dyno is completely different, and doesn't matter what your car dynos, to be honest, at this point after the initial lobbying, you will move to whatever lobby that your car just ran the most time of. And it's pretty much looking at the fastest times you run to move you. Again, the bump system isn't instant to the fastest lobby that you just ran, but it will bump you one lobby up at a time just like before. Now, this is not a new system. This is an old system that I think they just made it a little more aggressive in the way it reacts to what you run. And that means that running slow to bump yourself back down might be a thing again too, because for a longest time I didn't have to do that with low performance point high evo cars. As long as I don't run my dyno or I run slow enough to be somewhere within the bracket, I'm basically safe. That's still true. As long as you run within your lobby bracket, you can win. And you'll be safe, but if you run outside of the lobby bracket, you're likely to move to the next lobby up. Not only that, the advantage of this new setup is that cars that for the last year or so that I've abandoned because they simply do not have lobby advantage and would have to run faster than their dyno to win all the time, now all of a sudden are facing cars again that are actually within their dyno bracket, that probably moved up from slower lobbies or just came in because of their dyno, and the lobbies are slowly stabilizing. So my LVN, which I haven't brought out in a long time, is now viable again. Sure, I'm not winning much in this lobby because what I've been doing is utilizing the experience to see how fast cars that normally are invincible are now getting bumped out of the lobby, and I am telling you they are moving out of the lobby quick after 1, 2, sometimes 3 races where they run way outside the lobby time. I'm seeing them disappear. As long as I keep control of my car and stay in this lobby, I haven't moved. So that is my latest update to you about lobby matchmaking. Keep in mind, you can win and it'll look like you got away with it, but really you didn't. If you run 9.4, 9.3, and a 9.6 lobby, you will not be staying very long. And that's the same with other lobbies. However, the caveat is, of course, slower lobbies are more forgiving, and that's probably still the case. If I have a lobby advantage car in something like 11.2, 11.5, I am not likely to have to move. But then again, I'm not likely to run a lot of really good cars either. So that's the caveat, right? You go into the faster lobbies with better racers, you're more likely to be pushed outside of your dyno range, and therefore you get moved elsewhere. Do I like this change? Yes, because what this does is to equalize the lobbies where people that are running around the same time all the time are now put into the same lobbies, so you can no longer get away with, well, I shouldn't say that. It's harder for you to get away with sandbagging unless you have really good car control and time run control. But I like this. This is more bracket racing with breakout punishment than before. And I think this is the right way to do multi-tiered lobbies with different run times. and I applaud Natural Motion's change. I am going to keep testing and keep learning, and I will report back if I feel there are certain setups that still are very advantageous. But I can tell you right now, your low PP, high evo car is no longer invincible, and your dyno busters are far more likely to get moved almost instantly after a dyno busting run. So keep that in mind. For new players, this is probably all gibberish to you. I would suggest you to look at some of my other videos about how lobby setups are made, including why low performance point high evo cars were dominating, and figure out things as you go. But the good news for you is that all you need to know is if you run a particular time range, once you figure out that you're on the upper edge of a lobby and you can consistently run that time and win, you will do okay in live racing now. In any case, if you have differing opinions or you have observed other changes or different than what I'm saying, feel free to chime in. Remember, my videos and my information is purely observational. I do not work for Natural Motion, nor do I know how they program the game. So this is purely observational. For example, this Boris Devil Boom should be unbumpable from this lobby for the most part, but I can tell you that he will get bumped once I push him once or twice. It's not like the past updates where you can get away with it for 10-15 races or 5-6 races even. Right now you're looking at maybe 2-3 races and you get bumped. So anyway, feel free to chime in with your observations. Let me know what you think. If you like the video, leave a like. If you like my channel and would like to see these kind of videos when I put them up, subscribe, hit the bell, and you get notified when I put up new videos. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. I'll catch you next time.